Legends, let me kill a lie and then give you an advantage. Transcript only is rare, but transcript first is real. And if you use it with precision, it can be the cleanest way into a U.S. master's pipeline without begging for recommendation letters or writing a long statement from scratch. Here's the reality. Most legitimate U.S. master's programs still want more than grades. They want proof you can write, think, and finish. So if someone promises you, just upload your transcript and you're in, treat that like smoke. But, and this is the part people miss, there are specific programs and specific pathways where your academic record does most of the heavy lifting and the usual pain points, recommendation letters, long essays, test scores, get reduced or removed. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 U.S. examples where the admissions process is genuinely streamlined, plus one bonus pathway that proves the bigger pattern. Then I'll show you a fast method to verify any program yourself in under a minute so you don't get trapped by outdated blog posts and recycled lists. One guardrail before we start. Streamlined does not mean automatic. You may still need an application fee, proof of English proficiency, and official transcripts. What we're cutting out is the slowest part of the process, chasing letters and writing essays that take weeks. Let's go school by school. First, University of Arkansas, Master of Science in Operations Management. This one is unusually direct. Their own program page states no letters of recommendation are required, no resume, no personal statement, no essays. You apply online, you send official transcripts, and that is the core of the file. They also spell out the academic threshold clearly. They list a 3.0 GPA on the last 60 credit hours as the standard. And they say applicants with a GPA between 2.50 and 2.99 may still be considered and conditionally admitted. That's what transcript first looks like when it's honest and written on an official page. Now, funding. Don't fantasize here, Legends. The same program scholarship page notes the program does not offer graduate assistantships. That matters. However, they do list program scholarships, and they state 2 scholarship opportunities with a minimum of $500, typically awarded in fall and spring with posted deadlines. So this is not a full funding promise. It's a clean admissions process, plus some scholarship support, plus the possibility of other university assistance programs you may qualify for. Second, Indiana University, School of Public Health, exploratory non-degree seeking as a master's admissions pipeline. This is not a master's acceptance letter on day 1. It's something smarter. Indiana University's public health page describes an exploratory non-degree option where no letters of recommendation or test scores are required and you submit unofficial transcripts. The strategic play is simple. If your profile is not ready for a competitive master's admit, you can start as a graduate non-degree or pre-program student, take relevant courses, build a fresh graduate transcript, then apply into the full master's track with evidence, not promises. Funding here is usually not the classic assistantship model for non-degree starts. The value is speed and positioning. You convert uncertainty into a measurable outcome, grades earned in real graduate courses. Third, Penn State World Campus geospatial programs, Master of GIS and related pathways. Penn State is interesting because they clearly document an accelerated admission option tied to starting in a graduate certificate. The MGIS page explains it like this. Begin in specific certificate programs, complete the first 3 courses, hit a 3.67 GPA or higher, then you may be eligible for accelerated admission. They also state that under this accelerated admission option, no letters of recommendation are required. This isn't transcript only. This is transcript earns your way in. That distinction matters. You're not asking them to imagine your potential, you're showing it in their own system. On funding, Penn State's online geospatial program site explicitly notes that their certificate programs and degree programs are eligible for federal financial aid. If you're an international student, that specific aid category may not apply the same way, but the broader funding logic still matters. Employer tuition support, external scholarships, and structured budgeting become the realistic plan. The bigger win is that accelerated admission can remove letters of recommendation from the process if you perform strongly early. Fourth, Penn State again, but a different degree lane. Master of Professional Security in Homeland Security, Geospatial Intelligence. Their admissions criteria page describes the same accelerated model. Complete the first 3 certificate courses with a 3.67 GPA or above, then you qualify for an accelerated application process, and they list no letters of reference are required as an advantage of accelerated admission. So now you have 2 Penn State examples that share a single thesis. You can start small, certificate first, and upgrade into the master's lane through performance, not paperwork. Fifth, Bowling Green State University, Select Admission Program, a clean internal fast lane. This one is for high-achieving BGSU undergraduates, not the general public. But it's worth mentioning because it proves a point. BGSU documents a streamlined pathway where the application fee is waived, no letters of recommendation required, no personal statement required, and no test scores required for eligible students in participating programs. Why should you care if you're not at BGSU? Because it shows you what to hunt for at your own university. Many schools quietly offer internal pathways, accelerated admits, or select admission-style programs that reduce requirements when you're already in their ecosystem. The lesson is not go to BGSU. The lesson is search your school's policies for internal fast lanes. And here's the bonus example, University of Kentucky, Teacher Leadership MED or EDS. This one is eligibility limited, designed for Kentucky certified teachers, but the policy is explicit. They state they eliminated letters of recommendation as a requirement for admission to those master's and specialist programs. Again, not a universal fit, but a clean example of how some professional programs are removing recommendations entirely to reduce friction. Now step back and notice the pattern. The most transcript-first admissions happen in 3 places. 1. Professional master's programs designed for working adults, where outcomes matter more than academic storytelling. 2. Certificate to master's stackable systems, where early coursework becomes your proof. 3. Internal fast lanes for current students, where the institution already has years of data on you. And now let's talk about the part that saves you from bad lists, the application demo concept, the verification method. Here's the 60-second verification method. Open the official program page, not a blog, not a forum. Hit Control-F on a laptop or use page search on your phone. Search these words one by one. Recommendation, reference, statement, personal statement, SOP, essay, writing sample, GRE, GMAT. Then find the section titled Application Requirements, How to Apply, or Admissions. Screenshot the requirement lines and save them in a folder named by school and date. Policies change. Your screenshot becomes your receipt. If a program claims no recommendations on one page, but another page lists 3 letters, don't argue with strangers online. Email the admissions contact listed on the official page and ask one question. Are letters required for this specific degree and track for this term? Simple, clean, verifiable. Now, the final tip, the part people ignore because it's not glamorous. If you want to win with transcript-first routes, you must treat your first semester like an audition, especially in certificate to master's pathways. Those GPA thresholds are not motivational quotes, they are gates. If the threshold is 3.67 after 3 courses, that's not try your best, that's structure your life to hit the number. Choose courses strategically, reduce distractions, and don't overload yourself with side projects during that first run. This is one season where discipline buys you options. That's the map, legends. Transcript only is rare. Transcript first is a weapon if you use it with precision. And if you want a structured way to plan your program shortlist, track requirements, and avoid wasting application fees on programs that quietly require essays and letters, you need System. If you already have my offer-winning grad school toolkit, the trackers and templates inside make this process faster and cleaner. If you want me to suggest transcript-first pathways for your field, drop a comment with transcript and tell me your program type, master's, PhD, or certificate to master's pathways.